And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. And when he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Mariota. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. A first down carry for Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And the Raiders have got him.
Markel Lee in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Well, you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
On play action, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
Down. 185. 54, Mike. Hey, 734.
Hey, what? Hey, exit. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. It's our field. It's our field.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hey, echo.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Watch the screen. Pass.
To throw again. Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Mike 29. I'm coming. 54, Mike, 54. Go. 54, Mike, 54.
From the gun, it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
He don't want it. It's 3, 2, 18. Chopper. 1, 15, 6, 58.
3rd and long here for Mariota. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee. Back deep, Antonio Brown. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
180. One, later one.
Hey, high 7.
To throw, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Brown. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Carr. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Hey, Raider 2.
Hey, Alpha.
Throwing again. Carr. He completes it to Nelson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter from Oakland. The homestanding Raiders with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
93.
Again, it's Carr. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown. His 17th touchdown now on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots, but what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's got his man Sharp complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
58, right there.
Right here.
3. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Get in the way.
Mariota on 1st down. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 3 down. 3 down. 58, boy. 58. 58 to Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous. I 7, let's go.
Mariota to throw it. Looking deep here for Dion Lewis. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was the free safety, LaMarcus Joyner, that time, able to make the play. Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback, and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Mariota now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Mariota gives to Henry. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the Raiders' 26-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
50 Alpha. Touchdown defense.
To throw, Mariota. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Markel Lee, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
They'll run on first down. Richard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and very short, Carr. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
694.
On 3rd down, Richard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Watch the run.
Carr gives to Richard. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
61, matchbox light.
It's a gain of 6.
Here's Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
To throw again on second down, Mariota. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. This will be caught by Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Carr. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
734. Hey, Delta.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, 6-6, pull it high. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Get set.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Carr now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right? 637.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's taken down inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Get ready.
They're on 30-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Operating from the gun. Carr. It's caught. Nelson. Give him a first down. 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Throwing on first down is Carr. Caught by Nelson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
6-18. Get down.
34-yard line.
Watch the screen. 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 Raider 9.
Carr to throw again. He'll call Nelson's number yet again. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Shoot. 80 weapons. Bravo.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Now Carr again. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Mariota now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. This is Richard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And now this pass brought in by Brown. 12 yards there and a first down. First 9 seasons in the league for Brown were, of course, in Pittsburgh. Last year, though, growing concerns of his dissatisfaction in his role with the Steelers and the quibbles with Ben Roethlisberger. So he ends up being traded to the Raiders in March. 7-time Pro Bowler, 6 straight years of at least 1,200 yards and 8 touchdowns. Not a bad stretch. What a talent for Derek Carr to have on his side. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Right there. 54, right there, 54, Mike. I got one. Hey, watch Sam.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Hauling it in, Nelson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 yards there, first down. From the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
To throw is Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A safety with a sack there, LaMarcus Joyner. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. At 25 to Mike. One.
After the sack on first down, Mariota, he's going to fire one deep over the middle into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Carr going to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
He's checking crab. Check 25.
They'll try to run this one in. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Richard. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Richard, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
30.
One.
Slam. Topper.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
80 weapon.
One.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Derrick Henry. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, it's Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Clear 18.
25 to Mike. Rabbit.
3.
25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
On third down, Mariota. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kevin Byard. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw, it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Benson Mayowa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. It's our time. It's our time.
Mariota to Lewis on the draw. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 18. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders.